All right, I am back at it again. Getting really close to finishing these walnut nightstands and attaching the legs. I have decided to install these little swivelers. So basically what I need to do is drill a hole to accept the inserts. And then once I have that hole for the inserts drilled, theoretically these will go onto the bottom of the legs. And so as I've been playing around with this, I want these to sit pretty flush with the bottom of the nightstand. So I don't want all this silver at the top here exposed. I basically just want to see the bottom white part, and then I want to have the ability to adjust these legs to balance everything out depending on the surface that they're sitting on. And so got one of my legs here. As you can see, it's mounted into the shaper workstation, and went ahead and laid out everything in the shaper. And I'll pull this over here and show you. So here's what I'm doing. I've got basically two circles laid out on the leg, right on the center point. And let me switch this view from pocket to inside. So as you can see, I have set the diameter of this larger hole to a little over 1.25 inches, which is what they recommended for these little levelers. So what I'll do is basically drill this first circle and down to 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna pocket that out so that that hole is all the way pocketed out to fit the leveler. Then I'm gonna drill the second hole in increments down to the depth I need, which is a little more than 1.5 inches. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and show you how this process goes. All right, so I made that cut on the outside first, and then I made the pocket cut, which just got everything cleaned out. As you can see, that's a nice, perfect cut, 1/4 inch deep all the way around, and that's gonna fit that leveler perfectly. See that? So now it's time to cut the hole for the post. And what I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna go back inside here. Now that I've already got this other whole circle set, all I gotta do is now switch over to the depth. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 1/2 inch deep cut to start off because I've already cut 1/4 inch deep to pocket out that larger circle. So 1/2 inch setting is really only going to do a 1/4 inch deep. So I'm going to go ahead and make that cut first, and then we'll go from there. All right, so there's that first depth of cut right on the center of the other circle. And now I'm just going to go in increments down to the final depth. I don't want to take the full 1.5 inches off. It's just a lot. And if you would try to do that, you would feel this cut fighting against you, basically. And so as it's going round and round and round down, the sawdust and other things, as it's getting deeper and deeper, it makes that cut a challenge. And as you're holding the shaper, you'll feel it kind of fighting against you if you try to go too deep at once, and then that can get a little messy. So it's better to go in increments. So I'm going to go from a 1/2 inch now. I'm going to go down to an inch, which is another 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do another cut, and then I'm gonna go from that down to the full cut, a little over 1.5 inches. And then when I'm done, I'll come back and show that. All right, as you can see, I've got that inner hole cut. And just to show you, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these levelers, and I'm gonna drop it down in here. Show you, it's a perfect fit. Like I said, sits just proud of the top of the leg, which gives me some room to screw it in and out and level up these legs. And so I'm gonna go ahead now and take this insert and go ahead and put it in, screw the leg in, and show you the finished product. All right, so got the insert put in, got the leveler screwed in, and we are good to go. So that is how you use the shaper to neatly inset a leveler on the bottom of the leg. Thanks for watching.